One of the main reasons why most creators fail on social media is because they're not committed to the game of serving people. So for example, my first ever post on Instagram was back on January 2017. From then all the way until around December 2021, all I did was post photos that served my ego. And in that 5 years of just posting content that served me, I was only able to grow my account to around 5,000 followers. But fast forward a year later and I switched my whole content strategy, and I started posting educational styled reels with the goal of providing as much value to my viewers as possible. And within just 6 months of this change, I was able to grow my Instagram from 5,000 followers to over 190,000. Within that same time frame, I was able to grow my TikTok account from 3,000 followers to over 88,000. So in this video, I'm going to break down the key pillars to creating educational styled content that goes viral. And before we dive into the actual strategies of creating the content, we first need to cover the biggest mindset problem holding people back from teaching online, and that is imposter syndrome. So for the first 2 months of posting educational content online, the following questions invaded my mind every single time I hit share. Am I even good enough to teach this? What are people going to think of me? Maybe I need to forget about teaching and just stay in my lane as a freelancer. Because to be totally honest, teaching online made me feel like an imposter. But as I spoke to other creators, I started noticing that this imposter syndrome wasn't just unique to me, and everybody felt it. And the only difference between me and the creators I was looking up to was that they didn't listen to this feeling. They didn't give up. And a framework that has helped me better deal with imposter syndrome is the 1 to 10 scale. And basically the 1 to 10 scale is a reminder that any skill can be ranked on a scale from 1 to 10. So 1 being a total beginner and 10 being an expert. And it doesn't matter where your skills fit on this scale, because as long as there are people behind you, you're qualified to teach. And a common misconception in the education space is people believe they have to be in the top 1% to teach a skill, when in reality it's sometimes even better to learn from someone who is just a few steps ahead of you. So for example, even though Jeff Bezos is one of the top businessmen on the planet, he's so far ahead in his career that most of the information he'd share would probably be too advanced for my current situation. Whereas if I learn from someone who has recently solved a problem that I'm facing in my business, the information they share will be a lot more useful and relevant. So another framework I like to use is to create content for my past and present self. So for example, I create educational content that would have helped my past self avoid the many mistakes and pitfalls I faced. And an example of this style of content could be this video here, where I cover the top 5 lessons I've learned from living in a foreign country for over 5 years. I also create content around the things that I'm currently learning and experiencing. And an example of this style of content is this carousel, where I share the key takeaways I've learned from spending over $7,000 in online courses. And this strategy works so well because when you create content for a past version of you, nobody understands their needs, wants, and desires better than you. So this makes you the expert. And another key thing to remember is that feeling like an imposter is a good thing, because even though it may feel uncomfortable in the moment, it's a sign that you're trying something new and you're creating a new identity. But now, with all of that woo-woo mindset stuff out the way, let's jump into the actual strategies to making your educational reels go viral. So tip number 1 is to dumb it down. So I see it all the time where educators think that since they're teaching something, they need to sound super smart, when in reality, this just leads to confusion and a poor performing video. So when you're scripting out your content, you want to cut out all the big fancy words and try to stick to one general idea per video. And a free tool that I use to dumb down my words is the Hemingway editor. And basically all you need to do is copy and paste your scripts into this website, and then your script will be graded on its readability. And personally for my content, I like to aim for a grade 5 or grade 6 readability. But now moving on to tip number 2, which is covering broader topics. So the basic concept here is that whatever niche you're in, you can either create super specific content or broader content. So for example, if you're in the fitness niche, you could create content that's really specific, like weight loss for over 50s. Or you could create broader content like bodyweight exercises that anyone can do at home. And even though I teach my students to create content that's specific, I also recommend tapping into the broader topics within your niche because this will help you get exponential growth. And an example of this is this video here, which is currently sitting at 2.7 million views. And this video is my top 3 tips to taking better photos with your iPhone. So the great thing about this video is that it's still within my niche of photography, but since I'm teaching how to take better photos with your iPhone, it can connect with a wider audience because more people own iPhones than they do professional cameras. But now moving on to tip number 3, and that is simplify, simplify, simplify. And basically this is where you need to remember that you only have around 1 minute to get your information across. And as you're probably aware, it's impossible to teach a topic completely from every single angle in just 60 seconds. So with that being said, you need to simplify the information and just deliver the core message. You want to think of your Instagram Reels as a top of the funnel where you still want to provide as much value as possible, but you still want to make your viewers feel like they need to consume more of your content to get the full understanding. This simplification will also ensure you're keeping your videos as concise as possible. I personally try to keep my educational styled Reels to a maximum of 40 to 45 seconds because from my personal testing, the shorter the video was, the better it performed. But now tip number 4 is to show and tell. So this tip is a bit more tactical in terms of how you shoot and edit your reels, but you want to ensure you're adding B-roll that's showing what you're talking about. So for example, if you're a barber and you're teaching how to cut a specific haircut, instead of just telling your viewer how to do it, you want to add B-roll scenes over your talking points where you're actually showing how to cut the hair and the final result. And this is a common mistake I see many educators make because we need to remember that over 65% of the population are visual learners. So by actually showing what you're talking about, this will help your viewer process the information even clearer. Also, adding B-roll will help engage your viewers, which will then lead to longer video watch times, and this will help trigger the algorithms to push out your content to more people. But now moving on to tip number 5, and that is to provide actionable advice. So this here is such a common mistake I see, and it's where educators will provide valuable advice, but it's not actionable. So for example, if you're a fitness coach and you're creating content to help build muscle, instead of saying lift weights and eat more protein, you want to say something like lift 5 times a week and eat 1.5 grams of protein per 1 kilogram of your body weight. Another example is if you're a social media growth coach, instead of saying post more reels to grow your account, you want to say something like post 3 educational reels and 2 entertainment style reels per week to grow your account. So basically, you want to be more specific on the exact action items your viewers should take so that they have a roadmap to follow. And by providing actionable advice like this, it will be a lot easier for you to stand out as an authority within your niche because most educators are only providing advice. But there we have it. Those are my top 5 tips to create viral educational reels. But now, if you think any of these frameworks could work for you, but you're still confused on the exact type of content you should create, then I've left a link in the description below where you can apply to jump on a free strategy call with me. And on this free call, we can work together to crystallize a content strategy that works for you. With that said, the spots are limited, so if you're interested, click the link below and be sure to get in quick. And as always, if you have any additional questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one.